Okay, so when I reference terms like mind crime, I'm referring to a virus that has been placed on the population. What has occurred literally is a mind swipe and a memory insert of our new augmented reality. It happened to all the population. I don't know how often it occurs or when it occurs, when it occurred, if it's multiple times. The virus is around. The thing that's circumstantial about the Mandela effect, these anomalies occurring, are basically that people, certain faction of people, have immunity to this virus and have recall, and they have it at different levels. People have different levels of immunity, and can have memory, and I'm sure a lot more other things that we're not presently aware of. So I use that term, a mind crime virus. I feel that it's evident. There's big question on that. The memory inserts are when you speak to people and they know everything as the anomalies are, which people that are aware know that these changes are present in our reality. This other case of people that are under the mind crime virus will recognize things how they are currently. They will look at the anomalies as their true reality. And if you question them, they literally have no idea what you're talking about. And it's just quite funny, the whole group think about that and how it's all kind of going all together. Um, there's many facets of the anomalies going on. The the mind swipes and all that, the changes that we are finding, um, particularly online when we're on the interweb, whatever. Those changes are created by what I call a weak AI system. Now that system basically has one simple function. It's kind of like duck hunt, it runs out, gets the duck, follows its command, and it brings it back to the owner. Um, and it doesn't sway it. It's not going to go out and like get branches from a tree or pine cones or what have you. It has a certain command and it comes back. So when you get these changes in names of products or what have you, or whatever it may be, they'll all be changed now because they all, there's this weak algorithm going out that's finding and surfacing all the information and changing it. It's kind of like a copy, alter, paste, so it keeps going in that motion. Again, it's only following one command. So, for instance, I found a residual of Ed McMahon making a song about going door to door in an unmarked van collecting his uh, checks, his big checks. And I've also found, in regards to that anomaly, an old Jerry Seinfeld comedy bit. I'm just going to focus on those two now. The reason why I was able to find the Ed McMahon one, uh, purely based because his name was spelled incorrectly. The algorithm was not able to locate it because it only had a specific search to do. The reason this strong residual was found is because the person who posted it at incorrect spelling. He spelt McMahon McMahon when it's spelled ON, and that's the reason why it didn't get found. Now that's very, very strong residual because in that commercial he's rapping about going in an unmarked van door to door and collecting his checks because the guy's broke. It's a skit, you know? It's a nice little shtick. But that's strong. The reason why I found, which is not as strong, it's a little weaker of a residual evidence, was the Jerry Seinfeld one, because there's no reference to Jerry Seinfeld in the posting. And again, they spelled Publishers Clearinghouse incorrectly. I believe they left out the apostrophe or something like that. So that was easy to find. It's easy to find residual, strong residual. I found there's other instances of finding strong actual residual. The residual in and of itself, a strong residual such as that, leads to tell me that the changes are actually occurring here. If we were, let's say, in an alternate reality or a parallel world or what have you, there would be no residual, because that object or phrase or what have you would not be formatted in that. It would be way off. It would be completely different. There's other avenues and aspects you can look and, you know, argue with that. But, you know, for me, finding strong residual like that proves to me that we haven't altered in any other fashion. It's the objects in our surroundings that are changing, but we are in the same place and position. Maybe that's a more materialistic view of everything, but there's strong arguments that I have to that, and a lot of them are the popular arguments that are like going on. It's nonsensical when you start to look and see these anomalies and what is actually occurring and what's moving forward technologically. I think it's some type of super intelligence, but that's the big picture of what's going on, and I would just have to lay it out point by point to make that evidence clear. But for now, I think the most important thing that people really need to take away with this is that there has been a mind crime placed on the population. There has been a memory swipe and a memory insert to the entire population, but a certain faction of the population were immune to the virus. And these are the people that see the anomalies and know what is going on, have an idea of what's going on. We've all been noticing these strange occurrences in the world as of late, particularly with people. There's just so many different ways we can look at it, but the idea is that, and it's an actual term actually used, it's called a mind crime, and I should probably go further into that. I'm supposing I'm doing another video, and I think I should try to outline that, and maybe, I don't know, make consecutive videos on that subject, the specific avenues of what a superintelligence can really impose on our current reality, if that would be the case, that there is super intelligent, which I call a human level machine, super intelligent conscious AI, and I believe it to be brand new, and I believe it was something that was not calculated when trying to achieve human level intelligence into a machine, which is such a big topic for me, and how I equate the anomalies occurring today. So Um, I'll see how this goes.